Hey guys, I hope you can all hear me, but I guess I have to wait 10 seconds because of the stream delay in order to get an answer. Can you guys hear me? Yes? Okay, great. So before we move on to the actual stream content, don't worry, I won't keep you guys waiting for too long. What we're going to do today is to show you guys the 1.7 reveal trailer, very exciting, and then have a little Q&A, so questions and answers with the development team. We will show the trailer twice actually. So we'll show the trailer once, then have a little break to discuss what we've seen, maybe let it sink in a little bit, and then we'll show the trailer again so you can look out for things you've missed. Or if anyone joins late, they can see it for the first time. Yeah, after that, we will have a Q&A. There's a link to the Q&A page in the description, so you can ask pretty much anything you want to the developers. Just make sure to read the rules and guidelines. And that's about it. The total stream will be about an hour and a half. And I think that's all I have to say. Are you guys excited? Great, great. Glad to hear all that. I guess I'll just get right to it and show you guys the trailer. So, what do you guys think? I've seen a lot of positive reactions so far. That is great to see. Of course, I'm joined by other developers, but for now, it's just the project leader and the future project leaders talking. Um, can you guys introduce yourself, Luigi and Goldstorm? Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Sorry, say
sure.
that again. You were muted.
Oh, all right. Yeah,
Sorry.
my bad. Hey, I'm Goldstorm. I'm the server engineer here. Gonna be working with Luigi. Probably after this update's out. Luigi, you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, hello. I am Luigi, and I am the secondary programmer, and soon to be main programmer. How is everyone?
I like that trailer. It's like one of my favorite trailers.
Absolutely. This trailer was super
It's
exciting.
definitely a great trailer, yeah.
All right. I don't know. Like, it's a lot to take in. Personally, I'm like really happy that Roll is finally here. So, yep. Can't complain.
Yep. I think this is the first time we actually have 2 or 3 major features, depending on how you think of it. So we have the
Yeah.
music changer, of course, the one that everyone has been wanting for
Mhm.
like a year now. We have Roll, which you guys have seen, and we have the new server changes, which will include new features like password reset,
That's what
revamped
reset.
Wiley challenge. So
Mhm.
you will now be able to sort by quality in terms of your Riley challenge, so you can only have the best levels if you so desire. And in a patch, we'll also have proper difficulty options for Riley challenge.
Yeah, like the Wiley challenge is good. Level reporting is great. Password reset features one thing that like Alex and I have been working on for a while. And honestly, Alex just has done an amazing job with it. So kudos to that guy.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Wrecking, don't forget about the overlay.
The overlay.
The Discord overlay for the stream.
We'll do that soon. This is the waiting period.
All right, yeah, that's fine. I don't know, Luigi, what did you like about the trailer the most?
I think it was so good we need to see it again.
Wow, can't be baiting us to see it again, are you?
Maybe.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. All right, yeah. I don't know. We're just gonna relax here for a little bit, let that sink in. Yeah, dodge wrong. I don't know if anybody else saw that in that trailer, by the way, but Roll has another feature as opposed to the Roll has another feature along with the dodge roll. I think she's the only
Yes, she
character.
does.
Yeah, I think she's the only character that can slide and go down one tile gaps.
Exactly.
Yes, that is a very unique feature to her.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to have like alternate paths for roll because other
Mhm.
characters cannot fit through one tile gaps while sliding. So you can have like
Yeah.
a small ceiling where you have to slide through, but with a one tile
Mhm.
gap that only roll can access.
Yeah.
Normally characters take up 2 wide spaces, so they can only fall down 2 wide gaps. So
But Roll is
with
small.
roll, you can end up getting these small Metroidvania kind of paths with her.
Yeah, and you did see the dodge roll in the trailer. So we also have an option on there for you to turn that off, so you can just roll as many times as you want, or just have the dodge roll on it if you want. I don't know.
Yeah, and just
You,
to
you-
reiterate, during the dodge roll, you are completely invincible, except the
Yeah,
spikes. But to
except
enemies
for
or their projectiles or pretty much anything else, you just go right through them without taking damage. So it's great for quickly dodging enemy attacks. So we designed Roll to be like a melee character focused around combat up close. So with this, you can, for example, attack an enemy, and when they're about to shoot at you, you roll right through them to go behind them and attack them further.
nothing personnel kit. And yes, a lot of inspiration for this role was from I guess the Zero series because you see the three slashes. It's
Yeah,
pretty much there.
yeah. Starts with the base from Mega Man powered up with the 2 combo hit idea, which was extended into 3 combo hits, which then borrowed ideas from the Zero series, which allowed for faster attacking during it, as well as interrupting of attacks for either jumping or sliding, as well as the ability to just straight up, if you need to, do charge attacks with the broom, which in the case of air attacks, multi-hits.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Want to go for the trailer again, boss?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. Okay, welcome back. So now that we've seen the trailer again, we'll just jump straight into the Q&A. I'm of course joined by many developers here. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Hello, my name is Bush Bacon. I'm a spriter on the team, and I'm really excited that Roll's in the game.
Hello, I'm Alex. I'm the main server and database engineer, and I just want to say hi, Mom and Dad.
Hi, I'm Eclair. I'm one of the spiders on the team, and honestly, I'm just really excited for everyone to see a roll now.
Hey, Goldstorm, server engineer, and yeah, this was an update.
Hello, Luigi, programmer. And yeah, it was a long update, but it was well worth the wait.
Yeah, Moors.
All right, I guess I'm next then. Unless
Yep.
shows up. All right. Well, yeah. Hi. I'm Safi. I'm one of the musicians on the team, and I'm the sociopath that covered the entirety of Roll's theme that you just heard in that trailer. I've been waiting to show it off for 6 months now.
Alright,
Wrecking.
I'm Sky. I'm Sky, I'm a beta tester for the game. One of the programmers jokingly called me Roll Enhancer before this QA livestream went down because of how much I nitpicked about her.
Hey,
Hold on, I think I fixed it. Okay.
Hey.
Okay, I'm Morris. I am the website guy and the Discord bot guy. But I also made some other small contributions to the game here and there. And I guess that's it.
Hey, Wrecking.
All right.
Wrecking.
do my thing.
Apparently the music isn't playing onto the stream from the game. Oh.
Here, give me a second.
Oh no, I do hear it. It's just a little low.
Yeah, it's playing perfectly fine.
I posted a new link.
All right.
Yeah,
there
sorry
we go.
about that, guys. For some reason,
So I'm back.
the stream just stopped. We have no idea why, but it should be back now.
Yeah, we're not streamers. We're programmers, and you know, things happen.
Yeah.
First iteration's never a good iteration. Second iteration, we'll get better.
Okay, while we're waiting for everyone to get back, can you guys tell me if the audio balancing is right? Is the game audio too loud or not loud enough?
It sounds good, honestly.
Sounds fine to me.
Sounds fine to me.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Now
chat
are we
likes it too.
good to go now?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Cool. Do we want to introduce ourselves again, or do we just want to go straight to questions?
I think we should go straight to questions.
Probably.
Yeah, I think
Well-
most people watch those videos back to back.
Bush, can you do me a favor and lower the game audio just a tad?
Yes.
No, I have to do that, not Bush. Okay. That should
Alright.
hopefully be a bit better.
And Luigi's too quiet.
We good to go?
Yes.
I hope so.
All right. So, first question here is from Schmirko. It's a question to any game programmer, and they ask, "What is your favorite gimmick in Mega Man Maker, possibly including stuff from 1.7?" So, I guess leave that to the people who program these assets in Luigi.
I guess my favorite now would probably be the on-off switches. Just because of the near infinite possibility for combinations for puzzles you can make. It gets really interesting, the kind of setups you can make with them.
My favorite would probably be the push block, just for how many crazy interactions it can have. You can put it on conveyors and other moving platforms. It in turn can move other platforms. And in this update, we've made push block a lot more stable. So you can just stack as many push blocks on top of each other as you want. and it'll probably work. We can't guarantee that it's 100% stable, but it should be a lot better, and it should open up a lot of design.
Alright, so next question. This one's to you again, Wrecking. Exotic124 asks, what was your inspiration for Mega Man Maker, and did you think it would get this big?
So the most obvious inspiration was obviously Super Mario Maker. I have to admit though that before I created Mega Man Maker, I had not played Super Mario Maker at all, so it was more of a light inspiration than anything. It's actually a bit of a story because, as some of you may know, I'm also the creator of an engine for Game Maker called the Mega Engine, which was created to allow people to create Mega Man games more easily. But I realized that not everyone is just able to use a game engine, so Mega Man Maker was like the logical next step in order to allow people to make their own Mega Man levels as easily as possible. Did I think it would get this big? I'll be honest and say just no. I did not think that we would have this community, and I'm very grateful for it.
Alright, this has to be asked, I feel like. Alright, so I'm pretty sure we're all unanimous on this, but this one person, Mr. Bit, asks, is Big Fish the best enemy ever? And the obvious answer, everyone, is yes, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a question.
Absolutely.
I disagree.
Honestly, we're debating
Nah.
between Mega Man and this update.
Gold, we don't care about your opinion.
Big Fish, but that didn't end up happening.
I want the Big Fish and the Electro Guard community to get along. If we combine those two together, we get the new enemy, the buoy enemy.
Electrofish?
No, the thing that's just a buoy. Just sits on the water.
Alright, let's see. So we got a question from JDE173901, the whole lot of numbers. And they ask, what was the most difficult development hurdle or code implementation that you encountered? I think this by default goes to either Luigi or Alex, because they're the ones doing probably some of those crazy stuff.
The hardest one possibly would have been mainly roll. And that's purely because when you add a new character, there's a lot of things you have to account for, especially with new weapons, as well as new character physics.
Yeah, on the server side, I can say that the new level search and in general the new server was quite a coding challenge. The old server was in 2017, I was still studying computer science, and now that I actually have my master's, the new server is just a lot better, but was also like a lot more code, a lot more stuff. But I think it paid off after.
Nice, alright. This question's from Beats. They ask, does Strike Man's Rebound Striker go out of the screen's edges, or does it work like Bounce Man in that an edge works like a wall? Bush, do you actually want to show that for us, please?
Yes, I can.
I haven't actually tested this, so I don't know myself. We're all discovering here today.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this one.
So yeah, they just go off screen. They still work on, walls, but if there's not a wall, then not a wall. Alright, thanks, Bush.
I also actually want to show something about roll while we're on the topic of Strike Man. Normally, like, characters, if their shots would be deflected by armor, they would not do damage, but Roll actually has armor piercing on her broom.
Another thing about Roll, actually, how much energy does the broom consume if it isn't her primary weapon?
That is a good question. I believe it is something in the neighborhood of about 1/3. I will have to get back to you though and verify that.
Looks like 1/2.
Yeah, 1/2 sounds closer to the way it actually is when it's used as a weapon that's non-primary.
It seems like a fair amount of it, but I look at it closer. So you're actually spot on, Luigi.
this one's from QuestionBoy69. Nice. They ask, with the music changer, does the music change immediately, or does it have a short pause between it? And I believe it just fades out and then fades into the next one, right?
Correct. It has a little fade, and then the next one starts right after that fade ends. So there's like a
So it's
1
not like
second
a-
delay, I guess.
Yeah, it's not like a huge gap, but it's not abrupt, just one after another.
Yeah, Bush, could you show that maybe?
I'm sorry, what was it?
Could you show the music changer and it
Yes.
changing music and the delay that happens?
Could you show the music changer changing music? I would hope you can. What's your favorite song? Let's pick a good one.
I think Wily Tower 1 is really good from Sophia, I believe.
Yeah.
I assume that question's for anyone to answer.
No, I was just joking with Bush. There actually is a question in here about music, I believe.
I really like the Cossack themes.
I like that Cutman theme that you remixed, Safi. The boss
Do
one.
that one too.
I love it. So good.
If I had to choose one, it would probably be the powered-up version of the Wily Machine.
I think in terms of the new music, Roll's theme is an absolute banger. I think Savvy did an amazing job with that remix.
Oh, don't flatter me. I might get confident.
I'm not going to give
Uh,
an
what's
answer
the-
because, yeah, I have listened to them all.
That was one heck of a song. In case anyone doesn't know, it's 4 minutes. It's like a whole 4 minutes long. I covered it in like 2 weeks. It took me a while. But yeah, you can see the fade in and out. It's not instant, but it's not entirely abrupt like that.
You can also change it on boss death too.
Yeah, that mechanic was at least intentionally planned to be in 1.5, but due to the ever-growing scope of that, it had to be delayed, and it was best decided to put it with the music changer since it thematically fit.
Yeah.
Alright,
So
next question here.
oh,
sorry.
I want to just say something real quick. So in the options, there is a dodge roll option. It doesn't actually disable the dodge roll entirely if you turn it off. It just makes it so that it doesn't have invincibility frames. So it basically turns it into a regular slide that can go down one tile gaps if you don't like the invincibility.
Well, also to note on that, I don't know if people were able to easily see in the trailer, but there is a cooldown after you use the dodge roll normally. You'll have a flash to indicate when you've got the ability to dodge roll back. So you can't just spam it and cheese everything with high frames.
Alright, so our next question here is from Weird875, and they ask, what was the most difficult boss to add to the game? So, I guess that's Wrecking or Luigi?
Yeah, do you mean this update, or... I guess we can go
Yes.
in general, right?
Why not just do both? How about for this update and in all time?
Good point. I guess all time it's either Blast Man or Astro Man, because they both have complicated patterns and a lot of different attacks. And Astro Man has these little orbs that float around and that you need to sync up. As for the new bosses, Luigi, do you want to handle that?
Yeah, I would probably say the pure amount of interactions that Fruitsman has would probably put him up there in contention with Blast and Astro. There's a lot of things you have to consider, such as, is there ground underneath you to make the icicles? How you make, not the icicles, the ice floor. Do you have roof above you to make the icicles? And things like that.
Alright. So... Alright, our next question comes from Chicken Fingers. This one is, favorite Robot Master. So, let's see. I'm gonna ask people who haven't talked yet. Claire, what's your favorite Robot Master?
Actually, hard to pick one. Oddly enough, Top Man comes to mind for some reason. Always been my favorite Robot Master.
Morris, lay it on us. What's your favorite?
I also have no idea. I genuinely don't know.
Are you even a real Mega Man fan if you don't have a favorite? What about Sky? Would almost definitely have a favorite. Sky, do you have a favorite Robot Master?
I mean, in this update, I think I'm honestly looking forward to seeing what people do with Freeze, because Freeze has some interesting potential with his arenas. Splash Woman outside of water is also a pretty interesting one.
I can actually show that.
Yeah, you should probably show that fight at some point.
Yeah, if you can show it. We ended up something interesting.
For
Safi?
this update, I would also say start from.
So, Safi, I think I want to interject here and just be like, I just want to be a basic person. Just say my favorite Robot Master is Metal Man. That is it.
Disgusting. Alright, let's see.
If I may able to interject, if you go ahead and restart the fight again, you'll be able to see something interesting with Splash Woman. Which is, unlike Bubble Man, when you place her in an arena that's outside of water, or she manages to get herself out of water, she falls to the ground, gets a bit annoyed, and then starts trying to pelt you with a hail of tridents, be them from the ceiling or from her current position.
Alright. So, Lars23 asks, how will roll work with Robot Master weapons? So, roll actually can use Robot Master weapons, if you want to show a few of those off, Bush.
Yeah, it's kind of like everybody else, right?
It's not a unique system, yeah. I mean, it's like you wouldn't want to go through the trouble of creating a completely different weapon system for just a singular character, because at that point we would have to have like figured out how to integrate them all into a more melee-esque character, which just really isn't inherently worthwhile, I imagine, for us to do as a group.
Mm-hmm.
It was a potential idea, but
It's
we
an
didn't end up
idea,
going with
but-
it. Anyways, for now, she just uses her broom as her main weapon, which is the Buster equivalent, and the rest of the normal Robot Master weapons, like the others do.
Yeah, we
Oh.
could show her unique utilities, though.
I would
True.
love
Yeah.
that. She has two pretty unique utilities, actually.
Yeah, we briefly showed them in the trailer, but we can have like Bush go over them more in depth.
Tango works how Rush Coil did in Mega Man 5, where instead of launching you up, he launches up with you, and then you can get an additional jump off of him. And then Flappy Beat works like Flappy Bird.
You're allowed to say
That-
them?
That is my favorite. I love this.
I'm
Yeah,
glad we put Penguin
and
in.
if you go ahead and try to attack while on beat, you'll end up seeing you have a simple, quick one-shotting broom for 1 damage for most enemies at the moment.
Yes, please, inundate us with your Flappy Bird levels. The server is ready.
Oh boy.
I mean, it's ready to take them.
Alright, so this one's actually really important. Pro Infernape asks, what is your favorite fast food chicken sandwich? Alright,
Open forum here. Do you want to go first, since you were so bold to ask?
Oh, me?
No, Safi. Safi was so bold
Absolutely
to
not.
ask us all this question.
I don't eat chicken sandwiches. Anyway, Sky, you go first.
Okay,
For trying to
fine. I
make me
mean,
go first.
in terms of like a favorite chicken sandwich, I mean, it's like I don't know. I haven't been to like a ton of different fast food places, but Chick-fil-A has like, in terms of like an actual like chicken sandwich that I would want to eat there. I'm not gonna go to like McDonald's or something for a chicken sandwich, you know?
Yeah, makes sense. Let's see. Alex, what's your favorite fast food chicken sandwich?
I don't really eat fast food all that often.
So
So,
that's the problem with this question.
Yeah,
I said-
imagine being European and not an unhealthy American.
So maybe the unhealthy Americans should answer this.
I'm not
Exactly,
an
people.
American, I'm an unhealthy German.
Oh,
Where
God.
should you go for a chicken sandwich?
No, what is your favorite fast food chicken sandwich?
Oh, none of the above.
They're all bad. What a wonderful option. So bold,
Amazing.
yet so brave.
I mean, I also don't like chicken sandwiches, but I can safely say that the ones McDonald's have are the worst. They're just
Yeah.
like chicken inside buns. Like, there is nothing to it, really.
It's McDonald's, dude. Do you expect more? Just a few quick questions that I keep seeing pop up. For one, Beat and Tango are exclusive to Roll. Yes, that is true. How do I find the trailer? It'll be uploaded to, I believe, Luigi and Goldstorm's official Mega Man Maker YouTube channel after this stream. Let's see.
That is slightly incorrect. The trailer will be uploaded tomorrow to my channel, and then later to our new official channel.
Right. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So, anonymous person asks, is 1.8 going to start development right after? That's a no. We're all very tired.
Yeah.
We've all worked incredibly hard. I think we're going to be spending time, like, relaxing, hopefully. And then probably fixing any issues.
Yeah, I mean, like, the way it goes after every update is there's a general, like, dev cycle about, you know, after the big 1.x version is released, we'll go through, get patches, you know, community finds bugs, beta testers will never find. And then after long enough of that, there's usually a bit of a break period, so, you know, we don't have to, like, immediately, ask people to start working on more assets for the game immediately, you know, give them some, so they're not always pressured.
I think this update, more than ever, our programmers need a break. So,
yeah.
Yes. Server.
Alright, interesting one. Birdfellow asks, except for pits and walls, can anything stop a baton? Or batan, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. The grasshopper.
No, it'll just go about its way.
Yeah, the only thing that, the cricket from Mega Man 4 interacts with Grasshopper, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, no, that just interacts with solids, so it'll go through enemies like it does in Mega Man 4, you know, it goes through Totem Pole and everything.
Bush, you want to show Baton real quick?
Oh, the Grasshopper?
Yeah.
Yes.
And on that note, yeah, you're gonna see when Bush shows it off, there are a number of settings with it so that you can have randomized jumps, I'm pretty sure. Mecha coded the asset and made sure that it, because I don't remember if in Mega Man 4 if it was consistent or not, but he added various jump patterns, so it'll be definitely usable in multiple kinds of levels because of that. You're not gonna be at, like, the mercy of some RNG calls in Game Maker.
Alright, here we go.
Great job.
Okay!
I forgot that
Always great.
Crush you.
That's great, I love it.
That's funny.
I'll do it again.
No, we gotta make sure it's repeatable. Violet,
Wait, but
Violet for later.
he's on, no, hold on. Look, he's on 2 jumps. 1, 2. Why is he jumping again?
Well, we just gave all the troll level creators a bunch of ideas.
I think that's gonna be a bug report soon.
I think so.
Yeah.
These should probably be top solids, yeah.
Either way, good thing we're finding this now live on air. Amazing.
Hey, you never find everything in one go.
This is
Welcome
true.
to the game development experience, everyone in chat. It's great, isn't it?
To be fair, I don't actually know if these were solids in Mega Man 4.
Mecha is over there on the chat just saying, I knew it.
If I remember correctly, I think they were.
Yeah, I could see that being the case. Lots of odd quirks over the years with the different Mega Man games.
This is an
Mecha,
important
if you knew it,
question.
you should have done something.
The Butcher Kevin asks, is Wrecking actually good at Smash Bros? Then puts a winky face for some reason. Yes, Wrecking is really good at the game, and I lose to him a lot, and it makes me upset.
Nah, bro. Wrecking ain't shit.
Okay.
Wrecking isn't.
guys.
Mute me.
I would like to say it's a mixed bag because it depends on the day. We barely trade places when we play Smash.
Wrecking's definitely better than probably your average casual player because he's played it just for a fairly long time.
Yeah.
I used to be a competitive player.
Yeah, you used to be. Yeah, that's why I called you a stinky fox main for so long. Melee player fox mains.
I think the only person or people here that can probably go toe-to-toe with Wrecking is like Alex one-on-one or a WAG one-on-one. I haven't really seen
Hey,
Sky hit up or
sometimes
Sappy.
I beat him. Sometimes
Oh,
I
really?
beat him.
I lose more often than I win against him in a one-on-one, but I do fairly well in a free-for-all.
You're
I go
Wario.
toe to toe against Wrecking. I'll just lose every time.
Alright.
I remember it was so funny. I used to have fun playing Smash Ultimate. I played it with Wrecking. I didn't have fun playing Smash Ultimate anymore.
Let's see. So Hivemind asks, or says rather, thank you for Mega Man Maker. You're welcome. It is
You're
nice to
very
hear
welcome.
that. Yeah. We love making
It
it.
is appreciated.
As much as the debugging and everything drives us all insane, at the end of the day, I think we all enjoy our job.
Oh, Bush, I've been wanting to say this for a while, actually. So those snow tiles that you have, we also have non-snow variants of it as well. Because I saw a few
Yes,
people
we
in
do.
this...
We do finally have them in the game now.
Yes.
While you're showing that off, Lunaray asks, will 1.7 be bigger than 1.6? Yes. Very, very... way bigger. Obviously. I mean, if the show didn't already tell you.
But man, I can say 1.6 was actually more work for the server side because of those online editing features and the like we had to build a completely separate application to make rooms or to manage rooms, and then get everything together with a connection-based network. And yeah, on the server side, 1.6 was definitely a bigger deal than 1.7, even though for 1.7 we wrote a completely new server.
I would say even on the client side, 1.6 was more worth it, I think. Syncing everything and multiplayer editing was a nightmare. It was worth it though.
Yep.
I think it's a cool feature.
It's
Yeah.
cool. I gotta say, I learned a lot about like messenger queuing with you, Alex. That was an experience.
Yeah, I can agree on that.
Jeez.
So actually I have a couple questions sort of in this vein. A couple people have asked about porting to like different systems such as Mac, Linux, Chrome OS. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there are systems to emulate Windows operating systems within those devices, right?
So
Yeah.
I can take this. So like for Linux, up until about maybe 3 months ago, it worked on Wine except for multiplayer editing, but the new Linux kernel 5.4 makes Mega Man Maker and Wine 100%, so you can do multiplayer editing on that as well. So it should work fine on Linux under Wine. Mac, that is something that we don't have any plans for, and if it doesn't work on Wine, sorry, you'll have to install Windows on it, unfortunately.
I should say this, there is a very small percentage of users that are actually playing on Linux and Mac. And it would be really hard to maintain a version of the game for those systems, like a native version. And it's just not
Yes.
work. It would make the work so much more. So unfortunately, we can't really afford that as a very small team.
There's also another problem. We cannot natively support them also by exporting to it. It requires an incredibly setup and it's very long setup, and the setup is extremely convoluted to get done.
It's also the DLL
I did it
value.
once, and there was a lot of problems with the Linux export I made, even though we had a running build.
Yeah, I can imagine.
This is another good question. Your local loser asks, what made Big Fish such a big meme? And it's got some history to it.
Yeah, I can
Okay,
take this
Reckon, you
one.
want to tell this?
Yes.
Because he's big!
So we used to have a guy named Mr. Kiram on the team, and he was a very, very, very strong opponent of Big Fish. Like, he did not like Big Fish at all. He thought it was the worst enemy in all of Mega Man. So to taunt him, we created an internal build, just adding Big Fish to spite him. It was really funny. But then people in the development team started saying that they actually wanted to see Big Fish in the game. So we just made some changes and made him actually functional in the game. And I guess in the end, that was the worst day in Mr. Curum's life.
Guys, I
I
don't
thought-
like showing bosses. I'm not good at fighting them.
Just
do your best.
Just set a secondary weakness. There's no shame.
Yeah.
Roll's
just-
a lot harder than Roll. For what it's worth, is a lot harder to fight bosses with on average than the other characters. But once you get more comfortable with her, I think she's a much faster option for fighting most of the bosses in the game.
Which is pretty much like Zero, right? Zero's also a
I
bit more
think-
difficult.
Yeah, that's
but
kind of how Zero is.
yeah.
Yeah.
once you learn how he works, he becomes very powerful.
The Zero games are a nightmare if you're not good at them now. I will say that. There's
Yeah,
so many
I was
questions
watching
in here
Wrecking
about
play
Zero
Zero
X
One.
games. Ugh.
0-1 is painful.
It's actually a really good question. How is it like adapting the non-8-bit bosses, gimmicks, music, etc., into an 8-bit style? I can speak on behalf of the music people. Sometimes it is a huge pain. Like Sophia? Oh my god. The Mega Man 11 tracks, Blastman especially, I know she did that. I forget what all, or who did what exactly. But, I don't know, Little Imp did Acid Man. Like, covering stuff into 8-bit from stuff that isn't 8-bit, it's complicated for a couple reasons. First off, you have to be able to, like, notate music. Like, hear the notes, decide what they are. And then adapting the sound design of something that isn't 8-bit into something that is really a hurdle in itself. Because, like, instruments that exist on the SNES, you can't make those in, NES, so you gotta compromise, innovate a little bit. Actually, Bass's theme playing right now is a good example of it. It's probably one of the easier ones. It didn't have that many instruments going on it, but what you'll usually have to end up doing is like fiddle around with sound design until you get something that sounds like the instrument it was based off of, or at the very least sounds good with the same notes. That was a bit long, but Bush, if you want to talk about adapting non-8-bit graphics, that'd probably be your expertise.
I didn't do a lot of adapting to 8-bit. I did the Freeze Cracker, which I guess a lot of adapting to 8-bit from the 16 or 32-bit styles is not just direct translations, but kind of like finding compromises in the color schemes and the limited space. So like you want to imply the same sort of things that you're seeing in the 16-bit sprites in a smaller space with less pixels. It's not necessarily about just copying it exactly.
As for the programming side of things, different Mega Man games have different scaling. Like for example, in Mega Man 11, Mega Man is really small compared to the screen, whereas in 8-bit he takes up a pretty large portion, and in Mega Man 7 he takes up an even larger portion of the screen. And balancing all that to still make it feel right, even though bosses all have different sizes, the screens have different sizes, it can be difficult, and most of the time you really just have to eyeball it. Getting certain values from the source code of these games doesn't really help you, because those values just represent entirely different things. It's a lot of trial and error, and making sure that they, above anything, feel right, rather than being theoretically correct.
And things on related to like feeling right, like you said, with a number of the games being different from a beta testing perspective, like we added the bounce balls this update. I know I had to like go and like give you like as best as I could the approximations for how the bounce balls should work, relative to like how hard they should bounce you, how they should behave, because I think at first it was like, they're just going to be springs but in every direction, but it's because every Mega Man game does things different. 11 does some interesting things with like bounce balls, for example, with their physics and their actual movement values, because yeah, it's just every Mega Man game's pretty different. Like even from NES to NES, different engines, different physics quirks. You have to kind of like painstakingly pore over the assets to make sure that nothing feels wrong, that you don't miss small details. Because if you miss a small detail as like a beta tester and then someone else like finds it in the community like maybe a month or so after the fact, it can make you feel kind of like, oh, I wish I'd caught that back in development.
Alright, this one's probably going to be for Alex and Gold. Hyper Mega Man asks, for the new level reporting feature, first off, does the level creator get notified if their level gets removed? Will action be taken for inappropriate levels, such as bannings or warnings? And will action be taken for purposely abusing level reporting?
Ooh.
Okay. The way level reporting is implemented, I'm not sure how much we can talk about it, but it is in the hands of the moderators. It is all made accountable, so everything is recorded, and we can review every action that is taken. So yes, yeah, moderators will basically react to reports, and everything that follows from there on out depends on whether or not the reports are valid. And we've taken measures to prevent people from spamming reports.
Yeah, there are sort of rate limits in place there.
Yeah, you can't like go on to the online system, find Joe Schmo and report all 30 or some of his levels in like 5 minutes. That you can't do that. You have a limit of how many reports you can do. And they do get cleared after a moderator reviews those reports. So you have up to a certain amount of reports that you can do. Then after a while, the reports get reviewed. And when they're reviewed, they're cleared out, and then you get your reports back.
So, the first question, does the level creator actually get notified if their level is removed?
Actually, I don't think so, Alex.
No, we have not put any notification in place, mostly because we have no way of...
That is true. We have no way of knowing what their actual email address is.
We
So
only
actually,
store a hash of the email so that they can reset the password, but we do not store anyone's password for privacy reasons.
right? Yeah. Actually, I want to get into that real quick.
Password or email.
Yeah.
They're not stored.
And I want to get into that real quick, Alex. So emails, yes, we are asking for new users to register an email. We do not store your emails. We encrypt your emails and store that encrypted email in the database. So that way, every time you need to do a password reset, you have to verify where your email is. Then we hash it again. If that hash matches, then we know we have the right email. But we actually have no way of knowing how to notify you.
Right, I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, one other thing. So inappropriate levels will get removed. I believe there's... Do we have some sort of banning or warning mechanism set up for like repeated infractions, or am I misremembering?
Yes, we are able to disable user accounts, and we're able to ban people.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're not gonna have instances of you-know-who for much longer.
Who? I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, of course you don't.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine. I do want to also point out current levels that are already in the data that are already on our server that, well, let's just say don't have great language on them. They will actually not be removed. They're still on there. You can report them, obviously, but those will actually still be on there. So when we do the migration, it'll be a one-to-one thing.
Yeah, only new incoming level and usernames will be scanned.
So starting tomorrow, Mega Man Maker is for good boys and girls of all ages.
Yeah.
Alright, so Chambi asks, did you find any happy accident mechanics while developing 1.7 that the team decided to leave in? It's like the one-way teleports.
Actually, yes. I don't know if I should be talking about this, but I also don't really care. For the music changer, you're not supposed to be able to change the music during a boss fight, because during a boss fight, boss music plays, and we don't want you to be able to change it to stage music. But there is a certain exploit that I will not go into, but you guys can probably figure out yourself, that will still allow you to put in level music while the boss fight is going on. Again, I'm not going to tell you how, but we purposely left in some trick, which was originally an accident, but we kind of like it, for advanced users to still be able to change the music during a boss fight, in case they really desire that.
A hidden feature.
Yes.
It's a hidden bug feature. Oh my gosh. That's devious.
Mario and Princess Peach. That was bad. I'm sorry.
It's okay. What's the next question?
Bad puns are welcome.
No, I was making fun of the Death Stranding ending. Anyway, so Anonymous asks, what was the exact reason behind the game being renamed from Mega Maker to Mega Man Maker? I'm sure Morse is dying to tell us. I'm sure.
Oh no.
Where's?
Can I take that one?
Morse should take that one. I don't think you were involved, Alex.
I was involved.
Well,
It was a lot more says to take this one.
okay, I will answer it. I will cut it short. So basically, one day, I was checking Twitter and I noticed that I got a message. And when I checked the message, it was straight up legal papers. Apparently, some guy was planning to sue us because of the name Mega Maker, and this was literally hours before we actually released the 1.1 demo, not demo, 1.1 release. So we just kind of panicked, and like there is this legal risk because of the name. Apparently they owned the trademark for it, and we delayed the release, and we kind of discussed it, and we decided to just be on the safe side of things. We didn't want to risk anything because it would be hard for them to sue us, but at the same time, we can't really deal with that if they really decide to go with it. So we just renamed the game, and that was really about it.
Can I mention the search results thing?
Oh yeah,
Go
sure.
ahead.
Okay, this is the funniest thing about this to me.
Yeah,
If you Google Mega Maker right now, we are the first 4 results.
yeah. I'm
even
pretty
still.
sure the reason why they tried to sue us was because they also had a website called Mega Maker, and they weren't happy with us using that name and getting all the search results. But it's been years, and even to this day, when you Google Mega Maker, you just get Mega Man Maker. So, yeah. Thanks for wasting our time and your time as well.
It's all thanks to the power of Big Fish. Alright, Alex, did you have
Oh, funny
anything you
thing
wanted to add
about that, on Wikipedia, it's still, when I search results, it pops up as Mega Maker instead of Mega Man Maker for the article. Oops.
Huh.
That's on search results only, though, not the actual page.
Interesting.
Also, they for sure got a lawyer to write all that legal text, so they also wasted money for that too.
Oh yeah, and just how Bush was showing that on the screen a bit earlier. Yeah, Triple Blade's in the game. We announce it now.
Triple Blade and Bubble Lead. I almost said Triple Lead. That's not right.
Alex, do you still want to say anything about that?
We had chaos after that for a while, because many of the things I programmed back then were basically hard-coded to react to the domain megamaker.com, and we had to basically recertify all our things for encrypted traffic, and we had to redeploy a bunch of stuff and redesign the DNS path. It caused a whole mess for us, but when you search a Mega Maker, we're still above them in Google, so I'm happy.
The most petty of revenge, and I love it.
Okay.
Alright, so I have a couple quick ones here, actually. Let's see. So, Anonymous asks, it looks like there are many weapons which are shown in the trailer and Q&A, and they want to know how many are there in total. I actually did off the list.
I don't know the exact count, but aside from the weapons such as the ones from Mega Man 10 and the one from, that's the reference one, Command Selection, we have every weapon from Mega Man 1 through 6.
Correct. That doesn't include the wire adapter and balloon adapter, but we have every robot
yes.
master weapon.
Only weapons, not utilities.
Yeah, every single one.
So for an exact count, there are 13. Super Arm, Bubble Lead, Time Stopper, Spark Shock, Dust Crusher, Gyro Attack, Napalm Bomb, Centaur Flash, Yamato Spear, Breeze Cracker, Triple Blade, Solar Blaze, and Command Selection. Whole lot. Alright. Let's see. So I gotta pick a new question here.
You good?
So this one's from Plasma Admin. This is an interesting question. They say, I've been wondering about this for a while now. What's the process for a feature being added into the game? Are all suggestions brought before the team to be considered, or only when one catches your eye? And do developers debate on every feature first, or are some smaller ones just put in because we can?
Can I ask for clarification? Is that specifically a main feature, or things like enemies, bosses, and such?
I'm sure it's just anything in general.
Okay, if it's anything in general, usually we would, as a team, try to look through what a game has that we're going to cover, and then vote on that kind of thing. Now, that being said, for 1.7 it was a bit more freeform, we just go ahead and pick something and throw it in. But usually we're more organized and we have a vote and we decide, okay, we're going to decide to implement this, this, and this for weapons, this and this for enemies, and yada yada along that lines. Albeit, there will be some things that we also decide, no, we don't, either because of technical reasons or things like that.
Right. Bush, one person in here really wants to see the command select. And all
Oh, yeah.
Show us
Okay.
the select.
So this weapons, actually, I think I saw this question too, Sappy. I think somebody wanted to ask like what the idea or inspiration was to add command select to the game.
This person just wants to see it in all caps. It said, "Show us the command select."
As for the idea for it, some of you may remember that in version 1.0 we added Shine and NATO as weapons, which are like inspired by the Smash series. And because it has been so long, and because 1.7 is a bit more freeform than previous updates, we can just, yeah, pretty much add anything we want, and we kind of wanted to have a throwback to that. Also, I'm just noticing that Roll doesn't use a shooting sprite during command select. You may need to look into that. Yes, for the idea, it was really just a throwback to what we did on 1.0, and command selection is like the most infamous move from Ultimate, probably, and it's also just really fun to mess around with.
Wrecking, another thing. Are you supposed to be able to get trapped on the edge of a screen while using Oil Slider? Is that always the thing?
Yeah, that's fine. You can double
That's
jump out
always
of
been a
it.
thing. Mhm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, every time we play Smash together and I see Wrecking Pick Hero, I heave a sigh.
I grin.
Same.
A Wag and Wrecking are both agents of chaos, and they both pick hero, and it's terrifying. Alright.
Yeah.
This is the thing you can do too. You can stack shields like this.
Oh, right, this. There's actually a video, or not a video, there's an image. One of our beta testers, Dr. Lumen, spent some time and tried to get the maximum number of shields possible and then kamikaze to achieve, you know, the ultimate attack. We all had a breakdown. That was amazing. Thank you, Lumen, for doing that.
Actually,
Made my
I think
day.
I'll go grab that GIF and I'll with Wrecking's permission, I want to like post that later in the main server so everybody can see that.
Yes, please. Alright, this next question is from PJB Gamer, and they ask, I remember back in the day, you guys said you didn't want to add multiple bosses, and it was one of the deconfirmed features. However, it's since been added. What made you change your mind about that?
That is actually entirely not true. We never deconfirmed multiple bosses. We did notice that there tend to be some rumors floating around, especially on the forums, with people just assuming we wouldn't add a certain thing, and that just kind of becoming the truth. But if anything is not in the deconfirmed list, it is on the table. So multiple bosses was never in the deconfirmed list, neither was the music changer, neither was roll, neither was any feature that we added. So don't just believe anything you hear, always check the list.
Yeah, and that is pinned in the feedback suggestions channel of the Discord server, I believe.
Correct. On Discord it's pinned in feedback suggestions. On the forums it's a thread in the... I don't know what the forum is called, I think it's feedback and suggestions as well. You'll find it, it's pretty easy.
Alright, so Jethawk74 asks, will there be any brand new enemies or level objects combined in the future like the on-off Searchy? Such as... Let's see. Or will other enemies be able to hit on-off switches and trigger it?
Yes, Bush, can you maybe show the fuse man lasers?
The fuse bin lasers, yes.
Yeah.
Fuse man lasers
I
hitting
actually
the
haven't
on-off
messed
switch.
around with those myself. So
Okay.
this will be a learning experience for me too. I don't know why I got rid of the tiles.
You don't need that one.
Oh, what do I need?
You just need the
fuse
crawler.
reel. Yeah.
Oh,
One
is that?
crawler.
Yeah, the
And
gear
then some
boy.
fuse reel.
Mm-hmm.
So do that, and then go into the level objects menu again. Crawler, sorry, the fuse reel that's on the top right. Yeah, and just place that on the ground. And then place an on-off switch somewhere.
So the laser will crawl out.
And make them.
Oh yeah,
move
you
to the
got
right.
you can also set the direction it spawns out. Yeah.
Okay, so this is how
This
they
is-
act normally. They're just lasers. They can also have these extenders. But if you put an on-off switch somewhere, they will activate it. So could you show that as well, Bush? But you want to place it in
Above
the
the
air.
yeah, above the rail where their lasers go.
So while we're doing this,
A little bit higher.
Just remove that one.
Remove the extender.
Yeah, and
just
then
place
just
the on-off
place
switch
one in
above the
here.
rail, the powered rails.
Not directly
In the
above,
air.
no. A little in the air.
You got this, Bush. We believe in you.
Well, one more towel in the air.
I don't understand. What do you
One
want
more
from
towel
me?
in the air.
One,
One
you
towel
will get it.
upward.
One more tile up.
Yes,
Yeah,
perfect.
in
Get
the
it.
air.
Perfect.
Bruh.
Okay, no, just play the game. This is fine. Or that, I guess.
There, we'll prove that it works. There we go.
So fuse man lasers can activate one off switches, which allows you to create some kind of timer or contraption. I think there's a lot of creative stuff you guys can do with it.
Yep.
Alright, so Yahov135 asks, what would you say is the secret to this game's lasting and high quality development? Time? And energy. Probably. I'm only partially joking. I guess Wrecking, since you're the leader, probably a question for you.
I don't really know how to answer that. I don't think we have a secret. We just kind of add stuff. I mean, I guess one secret, if you can consider it a secret, is coordinating what you're adding so that the features you add actually matter. That they are features that people want, or at least cool features that they may not realize they want, but that still add a lot to the game. If you add things willy-nilly, it'll probably not be good for the game in the future.
And it's important to just keep having fun.
That too.
Yeah. Are you having fun there, Bush?
You know it.
Let's see. Alright, is Bubblehead gonna be in 1.7? I can answer that one. Yes. At least I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
No.
No,
definitely
no,
new.
we're gonna remove Bubble Before release. Sorry guys, go home. No fun
Same
for
with-
you.
Same with
Bubble
Triple
Edit that-
Blade, actually.
Bubblehead is the one thing that 11 programmed before he left the team.
Oh, we should keep it in there. But get rid of Triple Blade.
Okay, worthy sacrifice.
Yeah, it's
Whoever
fair.
made
Okay.
that, sorry.
Yeah, unfortunately, Triple Blade will not make it into the next update.
Wait a minute, Bush, can you go into that icon again? Into the object menu?
Yeah.
Go into the object menu? What's the... Okay, I guess that's an interesting icon for the floating firewave relocator. That one's a non-solid one.
Yeah, these ones are transparent, so you can go through them.
Yeah.
Also, in all seriousness, Bubblehead and Triple Blade, everything we've shown is going to be in the game.
Yeah.
Party Pooper?
I want the fans to have fun too. Alright, Dominus asks, what's your opinion on Zero and ZX? Good games. Great games. Love them.
I
So
grew
much.
up on the I wouldn't say grew up, but in all like middle school and high school, I loved the Mega Man Zero series on the Game Boy. Like even 01 with its like very small window / screen to like work with. I loved all those games.
I gotta say, I don't really much care for the Zero series, but I've gotta admit, Dr. Weil is a badass villain with a badass theme.
For sure, yeah. It was such a different, like, story direction from classic series and X series. Like, classic and X games are like Saturday cartoon kind of villains, and then Mega Man Zero, especially 4, it gets deep. But yeah, I think we all like it.
A story that's fairly dark, also.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this start lagging.
I know, I could never
No,
get into
there
those.
should be a cap. Yeah, those Firewave spawners have a cap.
Oh, nice. Alright. Awesome Cat asks, what was the most difficult thing to implement in the entire history of this game? I don't even know who to ask. I don't know if it's going to be server-side, or an asset, or a boss, or what. Or multiplayer.
I have to think
Probably
about that.
editing.
I mean, we did have a pretty hour-long discussion for the quality system. That was... Do you remember, Reckon?
Yeah, that was certainly interesting. But
That
I don't
was-
want to say it's the most difficult thing we've ever done.
Yeah, true.
I think the
Personally-
most... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say personally, I would say Roll because she was like a first for all of us because she was like a character that we were working. I'd say from the beginning we had to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth on
Too many
for this.
discussions.
Yeah, like I would say like in terms of difficulty for this update at least, it was her.
We really put Luigi through it this update.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Also, rolled graphics are more or less entirely, like, I don't want to say custom, I don't know if that's the right word, but, like, I know Claire did basically all the sprite work for Roll, and that was more or less from scratch, or, like, there wasn't an 8-bit version of Roll to base it off of, right?
There was. It was from the Japanese Mega Man 1 mobile port. I think the sprites that we still have that most closely resemble those are the ladder sprites.
Yeah, the latter sprites were definitely closest to the mobile ports still.
I actually have a question for the programmers because I don't know this, but Chad is asking about it. I think this was just added in the past week. What are the on-off switch timers with the interval numbers?
Luigi?
Okay, those are switch timers that will turn on and off at certain intervals. So if you go ahead and play some on-off stuff and play it, you'll see it's going to switch depending on what the number is. So the longer the number is, the more it has to cycle through it.
Alright, so Not Quite Here asks, who's the best gamer on the dev team? Now, the obvious, easy, straightforward answer is that it's me.
Me.
No,
The truthful answer is that it isn't me.
I am pretty sure Time Link is the best gamer objectively. He's the speaker.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
And
Time
yeah,
Link's
Time
speedrun.
Link. Time Link.
Time Link is one of our beta testers. I haven't watched many of his runs, but I know he speedruns Mega Man X and Zero series a lot. He's pretty good at it too.
Yeah, really good.
I'd say Wrecking's probably the best Smash player among us. I'm the only one in here who plays Toho, so I think I win by default in that category.
Also, Osu.
Time Link. Yeah, rhythm games too.
I am the best at any game.
Oh yeah, that is true. Sappy, you're really good at Among Us and at Tetris. Like,
Oh, Tetris, yes.
I want to say I'm like okay at Tetris, but like, yo, I can't.
I mean,
You're too good.
in Among Us, you're really killing it. And by it, I mean me.
And
It's
us,
electrical.
all of
This
us.
is always Alex's fault. He always gets himself in this situation. It is always his fault. Don't let him convince you otherwise. And yes, I'm the one on the dev team who's really good at Tetris. It's a disease, honestly. It's terminal. Let's see. Oh, okay. So Chambi asked, what stopped the firewall? I have no idea what that means.
Okay.
He's
Oh,
referring
oh,
to the
there,
announcement GIF.
I
or
can
something.
show this actually.
Yeah, it's a new object we've added in this update that allows you to, I believe, what now? I don't want to get the
Adjust
features
speed
of it wrong.
Or
Yeah.
necessarily
Alright,
stop the firewall.
So, yeah, here's the firewall stopper. You can, if this option is enabled, it will just stop it, or you can change the speed of it. So like right now it's at 1 speed. If you wanted it to immediately jump to 4 speed, you could do that. It'll get really fast.
What about directions?
You can
Like,
send it
click
back
the
the
dot.
opposite direction
Yeah.
with this one. So if it's going this direction and you want to send it back the other direction really quickly,
I want to see it do a U-turn.
C's roll is like, nah.
Nope.
I
and
wanna
then
see
you
it
also
hit-
have one. I don't think this does anything for the horizontal firewalls if it's vertical.
It just goes backwards. I love it. It's too
And then-
scared of roll.
And then you have the stopper. I think you showed that before, Bush, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta jump to start that one.
Yeah, there it is.
Alright, so real quick, Fan asks, hello Wrecking Programs, I want to ask you if Bubble It will have any effects, such as floating on water, bouncing on floor, or one person mentioned it like behaving differently in water. If
Right.
I'm not mistaken, it's just the way it was in Mega Man 2, right?
Exactly.
No
We
special
didn't
effects?
want to change anything because we thought Bubble Lab was already well designed. It just didn't do enough damage in Mega Man 2 and it thinked off everything. But the trajectory, we kind of just wanted to keep that consistent because it's good at just hitting things that are close to a wall below you or something like that. We didn't want to change that in water because bouncing is a bit more generic and we already have weapons that do that.
Alright, Hanzov asks, what was the most hilarious incident to happen during development? I'm gonna volunteer and say that, if not some of the more outlandish bugs, probably the, like, multi-shield kamikaze was a high point.
I want to interject here and say, there was this funny bug that I had to get permission from Wrecking to show on the server. So a lot of you probably already seen it, but Big Master found that with time stop and baton, if you do a time or time slow and baton, if you do a time slow while baton is jumping, baton will just keep flying into the air. That has since been patched out, but I was in stitches for like a good day just looking at that, just like I must go, my people need me.
Unfortunately, we did not have enough funding to maintain the Mega Man Makerspace program.
Yeah, it's since been patched out, but that GIF lives on in my heart.
Trust me. When you see Metal Man fly, it's signs of bad time.
I think Metal Man should stay on the ground. I prefer it that way.
I do
okay.
also.
Oh god, this name. Kung Fu Cutsman asks, what is your opinion on the community that surrounds the Discord forums? Discord and forums, back when account making was closed off. Do you feel proud of us? I feel pretty proud.
That was
They're
due
all-
to someone making spam accounts over and over and over and over and over
Oh.
again.
I misread that, sorry. What that person did, no, we're not proud, because Mega Maker's for good boys and girls only. But I enjoy the community. There's a lot of like really nice and creative people, and it is kind of surreal to see something that I had a hand in attract such a large following of people who are interested in it. But I don't know, I'm happy with it.
Yeah, we're
Well, I
proud
guess
of
it's
99% of you.
Yeah.
There
I'm the
are some.
1%.
Yes.
If you're not banned in the Discord, you're cool. That's how it works.
Or the forums.
Well,
Regarding when exactly 1.7 will be released, that is... What time is it tomorrow, EST?
We don't have a time yet because we need to migrate the entire server over to the new server because of these
Right.
changes.
Yeah, so
we'll
we'll
let
make-
you know.
yeah. Alex and I will make an announcement saying that we'll start the server migration, and after the server migration is complete, We're gonna have to do a few things on the back end to make sure it's ready for the update, and then it'll be good to go.
Yeah, but in the course of that, like during the migration, the entire server structure, like level uploading, downloading, everything will be down for
Yeah.
I think like an hour or something.
We'll see. I don't want to give a hard time frame, but it shouldn't take too long. But we don't know what we'll run into.
All right. Anonymous person asks, "Are there any features that you regret adding to Mega Man Maker, and if so, why?"
I can say
if Kieran
something
was
about
here.
that.
Kieran was here. I can guess what he would say, but I'll let
We're
Reckon
not
talk.
talking about that one. It's not really. I don't really regret adding it at all, but I do regret adding Wily Challenge so early. Because Wily Challenge is just a lot better with a quality and difficulty filter. Because Wily Challenge, as it was released in 1.4, couldn't really tell levels apart in terms of difficulty. So the multiple difficulties only changed the amount of lives you had, which kind of made it very random as to how difficult your challenge would actually be. Looking back, I should have probably waited until we had a proper server infrastructure for that, but I guess it's better late than never, and in 1.7 it'll definitely be more fun.
So you brought up a good point, Reckon, because on the server trailer it says difficulty is coming soon. So eventually, I think we are going to enable that for 1.7. I want to say.
Yeah, we will.
Or-
We will patch it.
Okay. Yeah. But in order for the difficulty to actually, be efficient, we need people to play levels. Lots and lots of levels. So we can record that data and actually have decent difficulty in there.
Right.
Oh yeah, multi-key. Multi-key doors.
Right. So this is an interesting question. Daisuke Doi 7 asks, as someone who's making his own fan project, I do wonder something. What was your reaction to having a huge community that you have now? Were there any events that made you regret having such a big community, and how'd you handle something like this?
There were definitely some issues that would have probably not happened in a smaller community. We have anything from power abuse to manipulation to borderline sexual assault, unfortunately. And yeah, stuff like that is difficult to deal with. I don't think there's a correct answer, but I definitely think the pros outweigh the cons. We have a lovely community overall, and even some bad apples aren't enough to bring down the community as a whole. Yes, for dealing with things like that, a good moderation team is always important. Make sure that your moderators are competent, make sure they're active, which is more easily said than done, of course. But yeah, shout outs to our moderators. Great job, guys. Thank you so much.
Praise be to them. They keep you safe from so much dumb stuff.
Yeah, shoutouts to Madman and Fake Virus too for and I don't know who else was administering the questions for the Q&A today, but they're doing work. They're doing good work.
Oh, I deleted so much stuff there.
Yeah.
Deleted a
Oh,
lot.
it was bad.
So Uranus, actually, one of our mods, asks, so the musicians, what is your favorite piece of music in the game so far? Oh boy. So I'm tempted to say Kazuyo Tsutate, Roll's theme. Just I spent so much time with it, and when you spend so much time with a song, you kind of have to like it eventually.
Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah, basically. I'd ask the other music people, but they're not here, unfortunately.
Can I interject for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Bush, can you do me a favor? Go to Mega Man 2 music real quick.
Oh wait, this is Gold's favorite song, and
Yes.
a lot of you are gonna love this.
Gold, Storm, Luigi, and Dr. Lumen have composed a special song for you all. Mega Man 2 Wily Stage 6.
That
All the
song,
yes
10 out of
finally
10.
in chat. Oh god.
Well, I mean, we had to add it, but like we were wanting to show it for one of our announcements, but we thought that it would just like give away music changer. So yeah, It has to be here because you have to go change the music, and if you want silence, there you go.
There's something so funny about seeing the chat pop off about
Pop off
literally
about
nothing.
It's so good though. Like everybody's
It
like
is.
wanted this.
Banger.
One of my favorite jokes.
Yep.
We're getting towards 3:30 here, which is when we're gonna cut it off. But we do have one more thing to show you. Bush, you mind pulling that up for us, please?
Yeah, definitely.
Technical difficulties. Give us a second.
Aw, guys. For the record, I did not know this was a thing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Aw. I mean, I don't know what to say, guys. Just, I really appreciate it. This is very sweet. Thank you.
Just read the thank you messages, dummy.
I am.
Shadow's the best icon in the game.
Shoutouts to that.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
That was
Do you have-
amazing. Thank you.
Do you have any idea?
Huh?
How much
Yeah, I think you
sleep-
just
Oh, no,
It's looping.
Oh god. Okay.
So who created the
Oh.
art?
But yeah, we
Yeah.
all have to thank you so much, Wrecking, for all the opportunity you've given us, for the great times we've had. And we all hope that Luigi and Gold will continue to keep up the great work that you've introduced. And we will move on to new projects.
I am
And-
sure that the game is in good hands. Thank you guys so much for all the work you've done. You've been a fantastic team to work with. And I can't thank you all enough.
Yeah, this game's definitely evolved a lot over the years, and I don't think, I mean, like we've talked, I know there were questions about how the community's gotten bigger, but I don't think me or Wrecking, when he started this game and when I found this game, expected to also find a wonderful partner. Well, over the course of development, and it's been a great thing. Best part of the game is him.
I got nothing else to say.
Am I allowed to say no kiss, or is that not child friendly enough?
Nah,
Just said it
no,
already.
kissing, that's so PG. Oh gosh, we need to keep this as like a G stream, super G stream.
Anyway, I don't know. I think we're pretty good on the Q&A portion. You know,
Oh god, wait, a wag. Everyone thank a wag too. We put him through so much pain and suffering getting this out.
right? Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
has
A wag, if you're hearing this, I owe you money. I'm not sure how much, but I feel
And
like I should pay
8
you
out
for
of
this.
10.
Yeah.
Safi and Sophia too for like putting together the music, and Safi for organizing the whole thing, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even know what I was thinking when I had this idea. I think I was in a server with Sky and Sophia, and I think I just said, "Hey, wouldn't it be funny if?" And that turned into something way bigger. And now here we are.
Yeah, we made a private Discord server to just kind of coordinate all this stuff, and you know, one thing led to another, and eventually we just got that.
May I add that server icon is completely ridiculous with Fox
It's-
just T-posing.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. Here you go, boss. That is actually what it is.
Here, put that on the overlay for him, on the OBS overlay.
I don't know
They
if
need
you
to know.
can.
No, he can't.
No, I don't have the image.
What? Oh,
It's in Discord.
Yeah,
Oh, no, do not
check.
You can
Oh,
save
by
the
the way-
image and look at it.
Okay, hold
Do
on.
you
But
do
who-
you
who
think
cre-
we should?
Who created the actual artwork? That's what I'm curious about. 'Cause
That's
there was some
Game.
artwork.
That was game.
Oh yeah, that was
Aw.
game.
Thank you, game. Thanks to all of you, of course. That was amazing. Definitely did not expect that.
All right.
we had to keep it a secret. That was the hardest part.
Yeah,
I
I
almost
also want to take a
remembered
good job
it.
in for keeping this a secret.
Anyway, we have a lot of bugs that we need to look at now because we saw a couple on stream. So do you guys want to wrap this up and let's get back to work?
Yeah, I'm gonna get ready for the server migration. Let's
I
Alright.
do have a couple lightning round questions real quick.
Apparently, this is the icon. Just wanted to show that.
Oh yes, show it off. Show it
Yes,
off.
yes, please.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Everyone's Discord icons together.
Yeah.
That is the best.
Beautiful. Yes,
There
our
he is.
Discord server.
That's wrecking programs in the flesh.
Truly.
Wrecking programs, the real.
Okay.
To anyone asking if this song can be in the game, no. It's not that expansion chip. We can't put it in. Why is everyone typing T's in the chat?
I love it. Keep going.
Just let
I'm having
them.
a meltdown right now.
I've also put
Let
it
them.
as a
They're
community
asserting their
announcement.
dominance.
Anyway, 1.8 will happen eventually. I'm not gonna give you a date or a time frame because we don't know yet.
Yes,
You'll
this
know.
is not this is not the last update. Wrecking is leaving the team, but we will continue to work.
This is
Mhm.
Wrecking's last
For sure.
update, but this will be Luigi and my first update.
Now that we've
So-
softened the blow, we're actually removing Big Fish after Wrecking leaves.
No.
No.
The Big Fish community is truly dead.
As
Yeah,
much
but
as-
Don't
I'm
worry,
reading.
guys. In 1.7, you're getting a bigger fish. You're good.
Wait, yeah, that's true.
True.
Give him a bigger fish. True.
Oh, true.
Bigger
The
fish.
Yeah, that is a
A
bigger
lantern
fish.
fish.
Personally, I think we should add an even bigger fish, which is just big fish.
I don't
upscale.
think Mega Man has a bigger fish.
You
No,
know what
just-
they say?
just upscale
There's
big
fish.
always
Yeah.
a bigger
Is the-
fish.
yeah.
We need big fish,
Okay.
bigger fish, biggest fish.
Luigi,
Alex,
DM me after this is done. I have an idea.
I have a
No,
big
if
fish.
you're trying to just increase the sprite of it, it's not going to work.
Dang it.
I mean, I'll just sprite it. Why not?
Yes!
Don't even increase it by like 2 times. Increase it by 3 times, so it's super.
You guys
warped
going
and
to take the whole
blurry.
screen at this rate.
Oh,
Alright, guys,
actually,
1.8 is
That's
nothing but different fish sizes.
all right. Anyway, Claire, do you mind if I share that other thing with the community?
Give it to us. Give it to us.
Oh no.
I don't know what's
roll-
happening from here on out.
That
Yeah,
roll
go.
sprite with the broom.
Yeah. Yeah, go right ahead.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and grab that, and I'll share that in the community Discord. And
First version or second version?
oh no, I don't think you. Okay, I'll DM you guys on the side. I don't want to like let everybody else like here for this shenanigans. Stream's pretty much over, so I don't know. I'm gonna head out. I'll be the first to head on out. I have some work to do later tonight as well. I've got to be on call for some work things. So it was fun. I'll see you guys later.
Everyone,
See
be
ya.
ready for the
Bye.
update to drop tomorrow.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yet. Tomorrow,
Be
at an undisclosed time, because we don't know yet, 1.7 will release to the public, and you'll be able to play everything that we showed today.
There
You'll
will be
able to listen to
bugs.
all that awesome music.
Yes.
And
Man.
yes, there will be bugs, but but we are working on them. Okay.
Man, I'm so looking forward to your next Mega Man Maker project. I'll get a free pass to know all about it by virtue of being your boyfriend. It's going to be amazing.
Oh yeah, Mega Man X make. No, I'm kidding.
Mega Man
No.
Someone
Maker.
already is doing that on their own.
Also, because people keep asking, I'm pretty sure it's clear. It's about 100 questions. Mega Man X content is deconfirmed.
Yes,
Please.
that is.
We
Oh,
have
yes,
friends.
sorry.
We have families. Spare us.
I also did see this in the. I did see this in the
It's
chat.
written in the Discord.
Yeah, and I did see this in the in the stream chat. No, Roll cannot wall jump, even though she is basically 0. Roll cannot wall jump. We are not adding X content. Please leave us alone. All right, bye guys. See you later.
Yeah,
ya.
I think we're just gonna close the stream then, right?
Yeah, I
See
think
y'all.
we're
Have a
done.
good day.
Yeah.
Bye.
Everyone.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you guys so much for watching. Maybe we'll do streams again in the future. I cannot say for sure yet, but I hope
mean,
you
this
guys had
was
a good
fun.
time. We had a good time at least.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Yeah. We'll see you guys tomorrow then with the update.